course, one thing you will notice about the card is the first two matches have all four people in the last stand fatal four-way. Of course, the winner of that will get a title shot, essentially of their choice, with the exception of, I believe, the MXW and tag team titles.
Yeah. That is sure to be a great match at Last Stand.
Here's JD, he main evented Execution, former tag team champion and a former universal champion out here tonight. He will be competing, as will the first four competitors tonight, in both in one-on-one matches in the last stand fatal four-way match in just 8 days.
JD, with the exception of Execution there, when, many people say that he was, costing an MXW title, he knows how to get it done in matches.
Of course, he was very close to the MXW title. He hit the JDS, he had it done, but unfortunately, it was Matt that would stop him in his tracks by bringing and literally taking out the referee. Well, that was in Canada, but tonight we're in the heart of MXW City, right next to Boss Lane. We're in Starlight Forum tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And here's YG. He is a former MXW Tag Team Champion with Ash, but he threw that all away on the first knockout of 2018 by walking away from a tag team title match in the main event.
The way I see it is he cut off his dead weight at the start of the new year. New year, new YG. And you cannot disagree with the fact that this is a great thing.
This is a great opportunity for the people in the Fatal 4-Way match in 8 days at Last Stand to basically feel each other out and find out what their opponents might try on them. Of course, tomorrow night at Knockout from MXW Park Arena, there will be a debate between these four men in the opening segment. But right now it's JD versus YG, and we are about ready to start. There's a bell.
You gotta know that Kev and Mim are watching this match too, just as much as YG and JD are trying to fill each other out. Mim and Kev are gonna be looking, to see if they can get an edge and try to get a game plan up based on how these two do in the ring here tonight.
Nice bridging dragon suplex there. JD pins one and kick out.
JD tried to go for the win a little bit early there, but YG easily kicked out.
There's forearm smash by JD.
JD's really taking control of this match here early.
Gotta wonder, is this what it's gonna be like in 8 days at Last Stand?
Gotta remember though, JD's gonna have two other men in that ring at the same time too.
Those men are Memorised and Kevdog. Release Northern Light suplex by JD. JD is well known for his submission game. Let's see if he brings that into play in this match tonight. Irish whip and a clothesline. And now into the Anaconda Vice. This is what I was talking about, the ground game, the submission game of JD. He will put his opponents into positions he didn't even know were possible. And he has that locked in there, wrenching on it. YG's grabbing the ropes there. And now into a Fujiwara armbar. Changing it. Locking onto the arm so it's harder to grab the ropes there. Gotta remember that YG's got the other arm. Gotta try and keep that away from the ropes. Holding on too long will cause it disqualification. I'm sure the referee will have no hesitation in doing so. YG turns it into a roll up. 1, 2, kick out by JD. And a super kick by YG.
A great super kick there by YG to kind of counter, you know, and get some offense going.
Now YG taking JD to his feet. Setting him into the corner. What could he be looking for here? High driving knee.
A great move, and if he continues to mount offense like this, he has a chance at winning this match.
There's a leg sweep taking JD down. Now YG's going onto the apron. YG springboards, caught with a rolling knee bar.
What a great job by JD to
look how fluid that was.
Here.
This could be it right here.
JD went from being in trouble to having full control, and YG may tap out here.
YG's trying to call to the ropes, and that knee bar is stopping him in his tracks, essentially.
Yeah, YG's, you know, really close to the ropes, but when you're locked in a move like that, the ropes can feel like they're miles away from you.
Realizing he can't get it by simply attacking the ropes and getting to the ropes, he's going to attack JD now. YG breaks out of the hold. Running at JD super kick.
Cuckoo! Perhaps a super kick party starting to form here. But he lifts him up.
Powerbomb into the corner.
Ooh, and a powerbomb. YG looking to take JD out of the ring here. I think this is very smart. He can use all of his surroundings, you know, to beat down JD.
This could get dangerous for it, Toady.
Yeah. He's got so much to work with. I mean, you know, he's got the steel steps over there. He's got our commentary table. And as I was speaking of those steel steps over there.
He must have heard you.
Guess so.
Referee's beginning the count out. If he makes it to 10, this match will be ruled as a disqualification.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging neck breaker on the outside.
Great job by YG, and he may be looking for a countout here. And you know, some people say that countout wins aren't real wins, but it'll go down as a W for YG. And after a couple weeks of having a little bit of a slide, you know, losing a couple matches, this could be good for YG to put him on track for the Fatal 4-Way at Last Stand.
And YG sending JD into the ring. And off the ropes now, JD dives at him. Suicide dropkick.
The ref's starting
the count out once again. JD's using the barricade to stand up.
This is the part of the match where both men have to kind of dig deep, you know, to see what they can do to win this match here.
At a count of 6 now.
It's all about stamina at this point. It's, you know, who puts in those hours at the gym, you know, the most. Who's there, you know, the longest. Who works the hardest. Who wants this the most. This is the time where we see that come out.
JD Irish whips YG into the ring on the top rope now.
JD
looking for a senton bomb.
Is he gonna hit it? Oh!
Caution!
Oh! It's over. The ref can count to 100 if he wants to. JD will not be getting up from that.
Did you see the height he got on that?
Wow.
YG, he wants more. He's on the apron.
Nowhere. YG looking to put a little icing on the cake. What more can you do?
You don't need to. Springboard caution, another one.
Oh, this is great. Now the ref can count to 1,000.
Now going for the pin. 1, 2, and he stood up. Why? He had it.
He had it in the bag, but he wants to do more damage. Maybe he's trying to make it a triple threat match at Last Stand.
And this, in my opinion, is just despicable. You know, ever since YG split up with Ash, he's just become worse and worse of a person, in my opinion.
Now, see, this is smart. He's trying to weaken JD, because why would you have a super strong 100% JD at Last Stand when you could have maybe a 50%, even 60%, 70%.
Irish whip into the ropes healthy. And going once again, super kick. And there is 8 days until Last Stand. Do you think that all of this on the 2 matches tonight will really settle in for the opponents, Tony?
Yeah, I think all these guys are, kind of gonna give each other a little bit of, kind of give them a taste of, what to expect there at Last Stand, and we'll get a good indication of, who's the favorites, who's not the favorites,
Don't forget, tomorrow night, all 4 men will share a ring in the opening segment of Knockout from MXW Park Arena. But YG now, running cross into the steps.
Well, right now we got YG versus JD, and YG has taken full control of this match here on Overload. Sorry.
JD's getting rolled into the ring here. YG pins 1, 2, and 3. That's it. and JD is barely moving. You gotta think this is definitely going to take into effect at the Yum Center. Last stand, 8 days time.
Oh, for sure. You know, a loss. You know, a week out from the event. That's got to be devastating to JD. He needs to go back to the drawing board, and he needs to see everything that he did wrong against YG and correct that. But remember, he's going to be in the ring with 2 other men in that fatal 4-way at Last Stand. The winner, of course, getting a chance at either the Xtreme, the International, or the Universal title.
And the sun is setting on the MXW City tonight as Overload rolls on. Up next, the other 2 people in this fatal 4-way going head to head, Kev versus Mem. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Overload, everyone. If you've just joined us, all 4 people of the Last Stand Fatal 4-Way are in one-on-one tonight. Just earlier, YG managed to beat JD. Split up. And right now, it's Kev versus Mem. Here's Kev. Kev, much like JD, is also a former Universal Champion. And he won that title the last time Xtreme Chaos 2 that was.
Yeah, and he had 2 successful defenses while holding that title, while holding it for 80 plus days. He had a good reign.
Beat JD defending that title. And this man, win or lose, has a title shot because he holds the MXW title case.
Yeah, and if he can get a win next week on Last Stand, imagine what that would do for him. Not only would he get an opportunity at either the Xtreme, the Universal, or the International title, but he'd also has that case which guarantees him a match anytime against the MXW champ. He could end up holding 2 or more titles.
It has changed the face of the company before, and I'm sure it will do again when Mem cashes that in.
Oh yeah. And for Mem, it's not a question of, you know, if he's gonna cash it in soon. It's just a question of when he's gonna cash in soon. You know, Kev's had a tough couple of weeks here recently, so you know Kev's going to be looking to kind of rebound and get a dub here tonight.
There's the bell. Mem and Kev one-on-one tonight.
Mem offering a handshake and Kev accepts, and I don't see the point in that. I mean, they should just be going right at each other.
Personally, I think it's a
Waste no
great
time.
example of sportsmanship in the ring.
No. Kev should have used that opportunity to get a quick move on Mim to further his chances of winning. As I always say, he should have used his surroundings to ensure that he gets the victory. He didn't do so, and by doing, by shaking his hand, he ended up getting a penalty kick.
High knee into the corner. Mem's using his surroundings right now. What do you think of that, Toady?
I think that Mim's using his surroundings great, and he's showing why he has great potential to be, perhaps the next MXW champion. I say perhaps because it's no guarantee he would beat our current MXW champion if he were to cash in.
Kev with the arm drag there.
Kev looking to get some offense here on Mim.
Roundhouse kick by Kev.
What a great roundhouse kick.
A corner exploder suplex.
A brutal corner exploder suplex, to be exact, Crews. Get your facts straight.
Discus clothesline by Kev into the corner.
Kevin's taking full control of this match here. Mim needs to, start to think of ways that he can get out of the current situation that he's in, because if things keep going like this, Mim is not going to like the result of this match.
Of course, a few moments ago, Mem had Kev in the corner. There's headbutt.
But you know what? Kev found a way to get out of it.
And just look at that headbutt.
So
that was no easy thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised Mim's not bleeding, and I'm surprised Kev's not bleeding after that headbutt.
Now from corner to corner goes Mem, straight into the turnbuckles.
A few days ago I headbutted a pole which I thought was padded, and it turned out not to be, and it did not end up well for me.
Well, Mem ducks the clothesline, corner drop kick.
Whew.
We put pads on those turnbuckles, but trust me, I've been thrown into them. They are not the best.
Nah, yeah, it's been a while for me, but during my time, it's not fun.
There's a headbutt. Oh, Kev. These guys are... Forearm lariat there.
These guys are just exchanging blows. I mean, one after another.
And a corkscrew elbow smash.
Let's see, Kev to the top rope. Can he take advantage of this match here on Overload?
Kev's on the top. This could be more dangerous than those headbutts. Look at the 630, 630 senton.
What a move by Kev. Kev covering now. Ooh, and a kick out by Mim at 2.5.
That was pretty close. Could have been 3.
Yeah. Looks like Mim's gonna try to take a breather perhaps here.
On the apron and knocked off by Kev.
Oh, Kev's looking to do something here. What's he gonna hit?
A tope suicida.
What a great move by Kev there. He has full control of this match here.
Now throwing men back in, possibly looking for the cover.
Man, if Kev keeps hitting moves like this over and over on Mim, you gotta think it's just a matter of time before Mim can't kick out. Kev across the ring from Mem. What's he looking to do?
This could be dangerous here. Uh-oh. Terminating knee strike.
You know, I could think of a knee that's a tad bit better than that, but that was a pretty good
And he pins.
terminating knee strike there.
1, 2, and rope break by Mem.
Great job by Mim there, using his surroundings,
Amazing
you know, and
awareness.
just knowing that that rope's there and just hanging on to it, you know. You know, Kev should know that he may need to drag Mim a little bit further next
Glock
time.
18.
Oh no. You know what usually follows a Glock 18, right, Crews?
I think he's looking for the hallucinator. Dragon suplex.
You might want to wear Kev down just a little bit more before he hits that huge finisher.
There's
It's never
another.
been kicked out of before.
He's looking for a third now. There's another. And Kev's neck is in multiple pieces right now. He's on the
Kev
top
could be
rope.
injured.
Corkscrew moonsault.
Wow.
Mem pins. 1, 2. Kick out by Kev.
Great kick out by Kev there, just
How the
off
hell
of
did he do
instincts
that?
alone, just kicking out. You know, and you gotta think there for Mim with that, with the corkscrew moonsault. He definitely got elevated on that one.
Glock 18 again.
Oh, Kev's in a bad place. He's gotta figure out something and quick. Mim
Looking for the
lifting Kev.
hallucinator.
This could be it. Oh, and a counter.
Roundhouse kick.
Great job by Kev recognizing that the end was near and getting out of that situation.
Kev's looking for Mem to get up. Running front flip clothesline.
Wow.
Kev is one of the lightest members on the MXW roster.
Yeah.
And subsequently one of the most agile. Now taking Mem to the top rope. And top rope victory roll into a pin. 1,
Here's the count.
2.
Is he gonna get him?
Kick out.
So close by Kev there. He almost had that pin there. You know, and these are the two other opponents in that match at Last Stand, in that fatal four-way. So you got to know that the two opponents, you know, that we saw last match, JD and YG, they've got to be in the back watching this, looking at their every move and seeing what they can do.
An
to
old
kinda
drop
game
kick
plan
to the knee.
and win next week.
Now into the inverted figure 4.
Kev in the middle of the ring, he needs to try to find his way to the ropes or do something. Because the more that hole is locked in, the worse it's going to get for Kev's legs here.
He's trying to reach for the rope, but it's too far.
Kev just inching ever so closer.
Can he
To
reach
the
him? He
ring.
gets them!
Yes! What a great job by Kev getting to the ring ropes there.
Mem across the ring. And Kev dodges out of the way. Mem's head straight into the turnbuckle pad. Terminating knee strike.
Great job by Kev getting out of the way and then quickly following up with a terminating knee strike there. That's what you have to do to beat Mem here.
Of course, earlier in the match, Mem did that. Managed to dive out of the way and then corner drop kick. But a running dog kick there.
Wow. This could be it, folks.
He's crawling to the cover. 1, 2, and 3.
That's it. Great job by Kev there to get that win, and that's got to be a terrible loss for Mem heading into, you know, the Fatal 4-Way at Last Stand.
And Kev just won the match. That, in theory, but Kev and YG were the other 2 members in this match.
And I can't wait to see the debate tomorrow between those 4 men.
That's right, MXW Knockout, 2 PM Eastern. We are live from the MXW Park Arena.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, out next is the main event I'm pretty sure all of you have been waiting for. It is Crews versus Scott, and that is next.
We will see you after the...
Making his way to the ring now is Crews. Crews, of course, challenging Matt for that Universal title at Last Stand. Got hurt a couple weeks when he got attacked here on the commentary desk during KO. Crews making his way to the ring now. Crews, of course, my broadcast colleague. And here comes my personal favorite in this match. The man, the myth, the legend, and the ultra, Scott. Scott and Link have had a rough couple weeks lately. Link, of course, not here at Overload, but he is probably enjoying himself as it is his birthday today. I am now getting reports that Link is enjoying himself in Hawaii. This is sure to be a great main event here tonight, Scott and Crews, and we are about to start, ladies and gentlemen. And the match is underway now. Link, I am now getting reports that Link is here inside the building. So he will definitely be watching this match here. And Crews looks for the lockup and Scott accepts. Both men locked up now. Who's going to get the upper hand here in this match? Here live on Overload from Starlight Forum in MXW City. Scott puts a wrist lock on Crews. Crews reaches out to the ropes. And Scott lets go. Scott with a big boot there. What a great move by Scott. Scott whipping Crews into the corner here. Crowd chanting for Crews, but that's not going to help because Crews just got hit with an elbow smash. This crowd can chant all they want for Crews, and that does not save him from the pain from that elbow smash. Crews moves out of the way, though. Scott now stuck in the corner. Crews runs with a big boot. I guess you could say a little bit of karma there from Scott after hitting that big boot. Scott has Crews in the corner again. Oh, what a back body drop. Wow, Crews is really taking control of this match here. Scott seemed to want the pace to go a little bit slower, but Crews picking it up here with tons of offense and a clothesline by Crews. Crews just keeps going at Scott. Crews now in the corner. Scott smartly rolling out of the ring here. Great job, Scott. Smart idea. Great job, Scott. You got this. Scott taking a breather here. Crews following him. What terrible sportsmanship, Crews. Scott hiding behind me now. Crews, get back to the ring. Where's the count, ref? Where's the count? Oh, and an elbow smash by Scott. Great job, Scott. That is an example, Crews, of using your surroundings to ensure you win, Crews. Scott now back in the ring. Ref set a 3 count. Ref had a 4 count now, and Crews is still down. Scott jumps over! I don't even know how to pronounce that name, but a great move by Scott. Great move. I'm just gonna call it a tope con hilo, something like that. Oh well, Scott puts Crews back in the ring. Tope con hilo. I got it right the first time, right? Let's go. Scott pins, but Crews grabs the rope at 2, and the ref sees it, calls up for the break. What a match so far here tonight, folks. Oh, and Crews out of the ring. Scott was looking to hit a move. Crews got out of the way. And Scott setting up. Could he be going for a tope con hilo again? He runs, jumps. Oh, and Crews moves out of the way, sending Scott straight into the barricade. Crews just baited Scott. Oh, and Crews with a crossbody. A springboard crossbody by Crews. What a move. And Scott hit his head on the barricade. Is he okay? Crews is down. And Scott is down. And the ref is at a 2 count. Will both these men be able to get up here and get back in the ring before 10 here on Overload? Scott slowly gets back to his feet. Crews back to his feet. The ref's at 5. The ref now at a 6 count. The fans, electric for Crews here. The sounds deafening. The Starlight Forum here tonight. Here in the heart of MXW City, Crews and Scott, ref at an 8 count. Will they get back into the ring? This is the main event of Overload, folks. Oh, at 9, and they both get in. They both get in at 9. Wow. Wow. Scott had to be in there at about 9.9 there. Crews with a drop kick in the corner. Crews pulling Scott out of the corner and pins. 1, 2, and a kick out by Scott. Great kick out by Scott there. Crews has really been taking it to Scott here in the past few minutes. Will Scott be able to find a way to gain some offense and perhaps walk out with a win here tonight? And you can be sure that after this match ends, regardless of a win or loss, Scott probably has a chair waiting at ringside for Crews here tonight. Crews in the corner, and an elbow smash by Scott. Crews still in the corner. Scott moves to the opposite side. Scott setting up for a harsh reality here. Will he hit it? Will he hit it? Oh, and Crews moves out of the way. Scott back, but a harsh reality. Scott, what a move. Scott to the top rope now. This could be it, folks. Scott looking to end it. Crews moved out of the way and thought he had it, but he didn't. Oh, and a shooting star pressed by Scott. Scott now pinning. 1, 2. Crews grabs the ropes. What? Is it? No. Is it Link? I thought he was away celebrating his birthday, and then I heard he was in the arena, but I didn't think he was going to be interrupting this match here tonight. See, this is why Scott rightly has just gone after Link. Link is so rude and disrespectful to Scott. And I can't wait till Scott finally teaches him a lesson one of these days. Link yelling it's his birthday. But like we care. He has interrupted and ruined this main event here tonight with his presence. Scott rightfully telling Link to go away. Oh, and Crews rolls up Scott. 1, 2, and a kick out by Scott. Yes, of course, Link. You're always welcome here at this desk.
Hey, alright, so how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I thought you were coming out here to run this main event, but it seems that you came to join me on this very fine evening to join me on commentary.
I thought Scott's been attacking me the last 2 weeks. I'm a humble man. I do not attack someone when they're in the middle of a match. I've came to just watch.
Scott and Crews going at it here in the ring. Link is now joined me here on commentary. What have you thought of the match so far? I know you've been watching it in the back. It'd only be smart for you to be watching it in the back. And an elbow smash by Scott.
Scott's good at attacking from behind, but he doesn't seem to, when it comes to the actual match, he doesn't seem to be doing very good. Yes, he has to have their opponent's guard down if he can actually do anything.
Oh, and a clothesline by Crews. What a great job by Crews getting up, moving away, and then hitting a clothesline.
You see what I mean? Crews was down, and Scott still got hit by Crews. Crews hit a clothesline on Scott, even when Scott had the advantage.
You know, it's called a counter, Link, and Crews got it. Crews with the cover, really close to the ropes, and as expected, Scott gets that rope break, and then Scott rolling out smartly. Looks like he's coming over here. Maybe he'll join us on commentary, right?
Smartly? I don't think it's smartly. It's more of a cowardly move. He's too much of a coward to fight Crews. I've fought Crews for 3 matches.
See, Link, in basketball, when the head coach sees that his team is losing momentum,
one sec.
he calls.
Can I help you, Scott? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've got a match to be in, buddy. Why am I here? I'm allowed to be here. It's my birthday. I'll get to celebrate whichever way I want. Turn around, by the way, mate.
Crews saying, "Hey, Scott." Crews controlled by Scott.
See, and this is why Crews is the better man out of these two.
See, the way I see it is you baited Scott to come over here, and then Crews used the advantage. Are you and Crews colluding? Is that what I'm seeing here?
I'm sorry, did I just hear you say baited? I came over here, he rolled out near me. Not my fault that
Crews at the top rope now.
Oh, Crews crush by the sounds of things. This is the most dangerous move. It's such a pain to take. This is the end. Scott will not kick out of this. 1, 2, 3. There you go. The ref counts 3.
Wow. What a great job of Crews there, using the distraction that Link caused for Crews to pick up the win there.
See, I told you Scott wouldn't be able to win.
Hey, he had full control until you came down here into commentary and distracted him on purpose.
I was watching
backstage. I'm pretty sure you costed him that win.
I was watching backstage. He didn't definitely not have full control. Crews dominated that match.
Oh, he had the win on lockdown.
Oh, lockdown.
Just like you had the suspension case on lockdown.
Oh yeah,
execution. Yeah. What a great match by Crews and Scott here tonight. You cannot deny that, even though you may not like Scott and his actions of, late that he has done on you, you cannot deny that him and Crews put up a great match and great fight here tonight.
I guess you could say that, yeah. It's been a great night, actually. I've been watching backstage. Great way to celebrate my birthday.
Yeah, of course. Scott finally coming to his senses here. Took him a while. That Crews crush really put him out of it.
Straight to the ribs. It's a pain to take.
Oh, I bet. Crews now. Sorry, Scott rather, kind of falling out of the ring here towards the commentary desk. Well,
Eventually,
Crews,
he should be able to get off.
yeah. Well, Crews, it was a pleasure having you on commentary. Feel free to come by anytime you like.
I feel pretty offended. You just called me Crews, man.
Sorry, Link. Crews can come by anytime too, of course.
Oh, listen to all these happy birthdays I'm getting.
Yeah. God seems to really be liking you right now, and not really liking Scott. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for now. Don't miss KO, 2 p.m. Eastern, live.